Touch the flame, call my name, lose your frame, play my game, eyes collide, body slide, wanting high, feel the tide. Crave me now. Crave me now, don't ask how. Feel it grow, let it flow. Hold me near, taste the fear. Take it slow, don't let go. Crave me, crave me, crave me. Dark and light, velvet nights, pull me close, hear the throes, skin like fire, feed desire, no expire, touch the wire, move with me. Lose control, sing own your soul. Metal skin, dive right in, spin the sin, let's begin. Eyes like steel, taste the thrill, lose your will, take the deal. Fuck. Fuck the rules, fuck the fools, crush the walls, hear the calls, fuck the pain, ride the rain, burn insane, feel the pain. Fuck. Neon blaze, sharpest gaze, no delays, feed the maze, touch my fire. Feel desire, push it higher, burn the wire. Fuck. Shatter slow, crash the flow, lose control, fucking go.
All right, what's happening, Rear Fam? How are we doing tonight? Pretty good, I hope. And I just want to take a quick minute to reach out, just thank everybody for the past year of this channel really changing into something completely different. I used to be quite the homebody, just chilling at home, not really doing a whole lot of anything, playing some video games when I was off work, stuff like that. And it just wasn't really for me. And I wanted to kind of get back into my outdoorsiness from my previous days, and here we are today. So we've gone through a lot of changes in the past year, and I really can't say enough thank you for everybody that's actually like kind of helped grow with the channel, not only just like in my ability to like make content, but also just learning more about what I should be doing and shouldn't be doing in the off-road and in the wheeling community as well. I've learned a lot just from people here on the channel responding like, hey, these are some things that you might want to check out, might want to try. Don't do this, don't do that. So it really means a lot to me. And that's really kind of what tonight is all about. So for those of you that have been a part of that, thank you. If you're new to the channel, thanks for swinging by. I hope that you find something that you like here. By all means, feel free to kind of go through the history and kind of just see some of the older videos and where we are. So what do we have planned for tonight? Is this going to be really kind of a Q&A type session? And we're going to conclude with a little bit of a giveaway as well. So going to kind of go over some basics. Obviously, the giveaway is probably what people will want to know the most about. So I'm going to jump in on that, and I want to kind of like walk through what we're going to be giving away and how you're going to be able to earn some of the gifts. So, donated from some folks that enjoyed our content and reached out and said thank you for what we're doing in the community. First prize we're going to be giving away is going to be an Onyx hat with a sticker, but more importantly, the actual Onyx membership. So I've got a 1-year elite subscription to Onyx Off Road. So if you already have it, you'll be able to extend it for another year past your current existing subscription. If you don't already have it, then you can get it for the first time. We use Onyx quite a bit on trail. It took a long time for me to figure out like where things are at in the area, and like now that we've kind of been around a lot, I'm very familiar with a lot of spots and things that we do. But there's still a lot that I don't know. So we're learning, and Onyx is helping us figure it out. So our next gift that we got going to be giving away tonight, another hat from Glue Tread. Glue Tread reached out and said that they're really enjoying our content, and we've got a Glue Tread kit. So this will be getting given away as well. So this is our second prize. Glue Tread is kind of new to me. We've had several events on trail where we, busted open sidewalls on tires, and we've shoved a bunch of plugs in them, and some things work and some things don't. So it took a little bit for me to think like, what else can I do? And then I saw this product Glue Tread come out. Well, I guess it's been out, but it's new to me, right? So um, from there, I just basically said, I need to get into this and give it a shot. So we went and got one of those kits, and we've actually had to use it a couple times on trail, and it's been great. It's been a lifesaver. Helped get some of us off of trail. Also helped us rescue a couple people, getting them off trail. They were not part of our group, just some folks we ran into that were stranded and had no way out. So we helped them. If you catch me typing, I will get into why I'm typing when we get into the rules. And then the last prize that we've got is going to be the main prize. It's going to be the third prize that we'll give away. So we'll do the Onyx first, then we'll do the Glue Tread. This is going to be the last prize we're going to give away, but it's the nicest, highest value item that we've got here. I really have enjoyed sharing my experiences with everybody. And when I very first started considering sharing my world of off-roading and growth in the community, I was just doing it with my cell phone. I have an Apple, it's a nice phone or whatever, and it makes good videos and stuff. But I wanted some more professional equipment, and so I started looking into like some, the action cameras and like different like higher end camera pieces of equipment and stuff like that. And I've really fallen in love with the clarity, the depth, the ability to like just make a lot better content, better looking content with a better lens. So I want somebody else to have that same opportunity. Whether you choose to do it for YouTube or not is entirely up to you. but if you've always felt like your phone could do more and you're looking for a better lens, we've got a GoPro Hero 4K. This will be the third prize that we'll give away tonight. So the way that this will work, I've got like some basic conversation starter type things pulled up on my screen that I'll kind of run through. But in order to be eligible for one of the giveaways, you're going to have to be participating in the chat. That's all I ask. Just participate in the chat. I want to hear feedback from the community and things that you're interested in. So I have just a couple basic things. Participate in the chat. If you see me typing, it's because I'm typing the names of the people that are dropping stuff in chat. I am putting their names into a spreadsheet. When it comes time to go and do the giveaway, I will randomize the names, and then that will be the order of the winner. So, however that comes out, I will use a completely unbiased third party website for the randomization. It is not going to be me picking people, whatever. I do have one person who will be ineligible for a prize, and it is my wife who lives in the house with me. So she might be tuning in tonight. I don't know. But I already told her, I was like, you can't win. You live here with me. That's conflict of interest. So I'm keeping tabs in the chat. For some reason, I am seeing two different versions of chat. I don't know why. I don't know if this is like dual streaming on YouTube at the same time. So I have both chats pulled up right now. So far, we've got two people in the chat that have mentioned something. So kind of just going to kick off like how we're going to do this. Okay. So some of the conversation starter that I had was like, why did we get into this whole YouTube thing in the first place? Why did we get into wheeling in the first place? Like that. So I kind of want to like start with the background of all of that. Aspen says, "Boo." That's the lady upstairs. She cannot win. So it has down. All right, cool. Thanks, man. We'll get you added here. So how we got started in the whole wheeling thing. Uh, I've always been into off-roading. I've always been into like checking out different unique places, getting outdoors, stuff like that. And my very first vehicle as a kid growing up in South Dakota was a Jeep. And I was young. I had a job, but I didn't have like the kind of funds to go out and make like massive memories with my Jeep. So it ran, it ran great. And so we took it off road quite a bit and we did a lot with it out there in South Dakota, had a ton of fun with it. Um, Shortly after realizing that my career plans and aspirations as a kid growing up had taken a different direction, I wound up joining the military. And by doing so, I found myself over in Japan pretty quick. And so the Jeep had to stay home. I had damaged the Jeep in use. So it wasn't going to be driving anyways. I went over to Japan in the military, and I still stuck with the whole off-roading thing. Hey, Jimenez, thank you. I will get you added here. Um, I stayed with the whole wheeling thing, and I got really into rally racing because I wanted to go fast. Street racing culture and all that stuff is like super duper incredible in Japan. The car culture is just like out of this world, something different. So I got into rally racing, going like blistering speeds down like dirt, muddy trails in the jungles, which was wild and crazy, but it was a far cry from the type of stuff that we do now. But it was still a ton of fun. After I was done in Japan, I came back to the States, and I was in Southern California out in the Mojave Desert in a little itty bitty town called 29 Palms. You might maybe have heard of this town. Maybe you've even seen the signs driving on your way to some very important off-road event destinations. Maybe I could think of a name of one to come up with. It's out in another nearby area called Johnson Valley. Maybe King of the Hammers. You've ever heard of that? So I was living in 29 Palms, very near to Johnson Valley, and I got really big into side by side racing, of all things. So we had side by sides, and we were hauling ass through the desert and stuff like that. And everything was about speed, 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 speed. It's always been about speed for me. And it kind of stuck with me for a really long time. I've always just been a car guy, love the speed. Uh, Coming out here to Arizona changed that really, really quick. on one particular ride. So after having the Gladiator out here, I was doing like a lot of the scenic trails, like dirt trails, Forest Service roads, stuff like that. It's been a ton of fun, and I still don't have any complaints or concerns with any of the trails that we do that are like that. But AJ Pensine, thank you. I will get you added. Um, I haven't had any issues or complaints about any of the trails that I started off doing out here, but I did want to do more, and so I started like trying to figure out how I can get into like this niche group of dudes that I see all these crazy pictures of, online all the time of like rock crawling. Like that looks really cool. I want to try that stuff. AZ four wheeling, thank you. Get you added. Gotta spell your name right. You're missing some vowels there, my guy. Got me all jumbled up. So I wanted to get into rock crawling, and then I found out on Facebook that there's like all different kinds of groups, and so I just joined one of them, and I was like, all right, cool, let's go see what these dudes are about. And we went out to a trail called Terminator, and Trail 89, thank you for the question. That is actually one of the ones that I already have ready to roll. So we will get into that here in just a minute. And I do already have you added. You were one of the first people in chat, I think, before the camera came up. So we went out, started off on a trail called Terminator. And I was like, dude, what is this stuff? This is crazy, man. And I'm watching these guys do insane crawls over these rocks and stuff. And I just, dude, I was like addicted. It was like crack cocaine for me. So I couldn't get enough of it. And ever since then, I've just been looking for like different groups now that I found that that's how people get together to do this type of stuff, and looking for different places that I can go with these guys and learn new trails and learn new lines and all that stuff. Hey, CW50 Must, thank you. Hey, I love your channel, by the way, brother. I'm always watching your stuff as well. Thank you. We'll get you added to the list here. But yeah, I wanted to do more of these crazy trails and these lines and stuff. I apologize. I'm not good at this. I have to like look at the keyboard and type at the same time. So yeah, I should have picked a different format for our drawing. Yeah, Terminator was where it kind of all started, and then from there, it's just kind of continued on further and further forward. But to Trail 89's question, he says, "Are you going to keep the Gladiator?" Yeah, 100%. I definitely still have the Gladiator, keeping it. We do still run it, but it kind of goes hand in hand with one of my other things that I wanted to discuss this evening, which was kind of why we moved away from the Gladiator and how we wound up into the JK. So we bought the Gladiator brand spanking new, and if you've looked at the prices of these things when they're brand new, they're not cheap. And I didn't mind wheeling it. I didn't mind if it got scratched up or anything like that. It wasn't too terribly concerning. But I, yeah, CW, I don't know why we have two different chats, but I have them pulled both up, so you're still good, man. But these gladiators, they're pretty expensive, right? And I didn't mind it getting scratched, but I started to kind of have a change of heart when things started getting like physically damaged. So I started thinking about like what else should I get into, an older Jeep, something along those lines. And started browsing the marketplace a little bit, but I wasn't like super duper serious about it or anything. But one of the things that I really noticed was that a lot of people that seemed to be doing the more challenging stuff that I wanted to do, excuse me, that I just couldn't do with the Gladiator, was almost everybody had a shorter wheelbase. So I was like, all right, maybe I should, look into something smaller. And then I looked up the wheelbase of the Gladiator, and it's like 137 inches or something like that. It's nuts, dude. It's like it's as big as I think like an Excursion or an Expedition or something, like one of those massive SUVs. I was like, oh, maybe that's my problem is. So I got a little bit more serious about looking into short wheelbase. That's how we wound up in the JK. And the JK it's the beater rig. It's the toy. So, but we do still have the Gladiator. We'll still do trails with it. Probably going to be reserved more for like like the family esque style trails, like easy scenery type stuff like that. I don't have any intentions of bashing it against the rocks anymore. It just is not working out for me or my pocketbook. So um, that's what's up with the Gladiator. So why did I do this on YouTube? And Rocks and Roads, who's also in our chat, he did mention that he's in some other conversation that I've had with him on his channel. He did mention that he's gone through some of the older content on my YouTube channel and found that I was a big time gamer, and I was. I had like five, six, 700 videos posted of me sitting here playing World of Warcraft, which was not super exciting, obviously, for many folks. But I decided that I wanted to use that platform that I already had established to share my experiences with wheeling. I was getting out of something that I was already very comfortable with. Like, it's comfortable playing video games. You don't have to deal with anything. You're just sitting here pressing buttons. So I was getting out of my comfort zone, getting outside, doing something new, exciting, and potentially dangerous, and I wanted to share my growth experience with people. And I already had the channel already established. So I changed it from a gaming channel to a wheeling channel. You won't see any of the gaming stuff anymore. I do still play video games, but they don't wind up on the channel at all anymore. So that's really kind of what happened there. So some things that I really would love to see, like my aspirations. I want to see not necessarily I want to see the channel grow. I don't want to like sound like silly. The channel should grow, but that's not my goal. My goal is to just share my experiences with you, and the growth of the channel is just kind of a cool thing that goes along with that of just meeting people, being out on trails, and bumping into some of you guys. I've met some of you guys in person. Like, that's really cool. And there's a lot of you guys that have your own channels that I still need to meet and want to meet and run trails with you guys. But my aspirations really are more about just the growth in the four wheeling side of things. I've been doing the rock crawling thing for a year, and arguably, I would say that I have a lot of room for growth, a lot of room for opportunity to grow still, and I just want to continue to share that with everybody. Um, that's really my only main aspiration. I've had a couple people say like, "Hey, like you seem like you have no fear. You should try something else." Like I went and watched the We Rock event. Like, I've had people say like, "You should go and enter the We Rock event. Like, be a great starter platform for you to get into the bigger stuff." And it does sound really cool, and I would love to do that someday. I don't think that we're ready for that though. That's just the reality. Like, I'm still messing up very easy lines, and there's things that uh, I shouldn't be spotting other people on that somehow I wind up spotting other people on. I just don't think I'm ready for that next level yet. This channel is just going to continue to be about growth, fun, enjoyment, and maybe some entertainment. I know there's a lot of people in the crowd of comments from the videos we post. Some of the dudes are like hardcore, diehard, badass wheelers that can clear the most insane lines that have crazy builds that I can only dream of. They're like, "Hey, buddy, like, what are you doing? Like, you suck." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still kind of new and shitty." So, um, so there's there's those guys, but then the ones that really inspire me are the people that were very similar to me. They're like, "Oh wow, like I didn't know Jeep could do that." I'm like, "Yeah, man, like take your time, be patient, kind of push the comfort zone just a little bit, and you can do this too. You have to be willing to push that barrier a little bit, and a lot of people aren't always willing to do that. So yeah, that's kind of what the aspirations of the channel are, is just going that direction with and just continuing community. So Jay Pansine says, "Are you going to do some trips outside of the valley? Fun to watch your group take on the Rubicon." Great question. Um, Here comes our ineligible contest winner. She can't win. She's walking down the stairs. She can't win, guys. She's over here eyeballing these prizes. She can't have them. I would love to do the Rubicon. Um, it's one of the things that we talk about at work a lot. I work in HR, and so like one of our little introduction activities is that we talk about like places that we want to go, things we want to do, things that we want to see, like our dreams, whatever. And the Rubicon has always been something that I want to do. Heads down, is the audio weird just for you? I don't know. My dogs are going a little bit crazy in their kennels behind me right now, so maybe that's what you're hearing. Or it might be this whole dual stream thing that I can't figure out why I'm running two streams right now. Um, but yeah, I've always wanted to do the Rubicon, and a couple of dudes that I run with pretty regularly have discussed wanting to go. Sad thing is that I work nights and weekends. Saturday being part of that weekend that I'm working, so I get off on Sunday morning, and you're not running the Rubicon from Arizona to the Rubicon and back in one day. So I'm gonna have to plan like a legit vacation. Is gonna have to be in order to go and do something like the Rubicon, but I definitely want to do it for sure, 100%. CW50 says might change your mind someday. Yeah, I could see my mind maybe changing on the direction of the channel, maybe on the direction of the wheeling, for sure. I just don't think that we're there yet. I'm just being realistic with my expectations. I have to level set my own expectations and just gradually kind of push my own borders. If I try to go for broke right off the bat, like I think it's just not going to work out. Like I can't afford one of those crazy rigs that some of these guys wheel with. And I probably wouldn't be able to get it past one session through something like We Rock, and if you know anything about We Rock, you can compete in the sportsman and have a good time. But if you want to grow in We Rock, you have to compete in multiple events to stay eligible for any like placing or prizes. So that's like a ways out there still. I can turn a mic audio down. Maybe that's got something to do with the volume or the audio issue that you're having. Turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that will help you. Do I have any plans of running trails in the Ozarks? I've looked at the Ozarks actually. I'm gonna have to look again because you're saying that like there's a lot to do, but I'm using Onyx to look, and when I was looking at the Ozarks on Onyx, I didn't see a whole lot, at least not stuff that's marked. So maybe it's not on Onyx, or maybe it's all secret stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out your channel and uh, learn some of the spots that you're referring to. I'm not familiar with it. I know what the Ozarks are, um, but I've never been there, and I didn't know that there was anything out there specifically to go and check out. So that would definitely be a good one. So I'll check that out. So yeah, I've had a lot of people that have asked, and I just did a video over this not too long ago. It was maybe about a month ago. One of the common questions that I get in comments of various different videos is like, what is your build? A lot of people are interested in what my build is. So right off the bat, I bought the JK used, and I bought it with a lot of stuff already done to it. Um, well, here comes my little munchkin. She's on my dash in the Jeep, reminding me that I got to make it home. Um, but I bought the JK used, and when I bought it, it was like completely set up for overlanding, which is I thought really strange. It was a two-door JK, but it had a lot of really good middle cloak parts on it. It had a full roof rack, had a big rack on the back, a rooftop tent, awning, like all this stuff. But it was a two door, which just really seemed weird to me. And since I already had the Gladiator, I was like, well, I want to just use the Gladiator for like all of that type of stuff and strip all of this other stuff off of the JK and and just go with what I have left on it. So what was still left on it after stripping all the overlanding stuff off of it? It did come with a 3.5 inch metal cloak game changer, suspension, full lift kit. It already had 35-inch tires. It had 513 gears in it already. Had metal cloak sliders on it, metal cloak front rear bumper, rear tire carrier. Um, I feel like it's chipped. I'm not sure if it's chipped because my speedo reads pretty accurate to GPS. And I didn't chip it. I know that usually you have to chip them to get the GPS and the speedometer to line up. So I'm guessing it's been chipped at some point in time, but I really don't know because if it was, it wasn't done by me. So that's really what the Jeep came with, the JK at least. We've upgraded to 37-inch tires. We're still rocking the same sliders, the same suspension setup. Um, we did put full belly skids on it. That was really important to me because I was destroying the bottom, and I figure like once I destroy the bottom to a certain point, like everything that the factory skid plates are protecting is going to start getting destroyed. So changed that out. Changed out the rear bumper. We got rid of the spare tire carrier. Gave that bumper and tire carrier to a good friend of mine who desperately needed one. So that's one of our good friends is rocking that around now. Changed that bumper out to a different, like lower clearance one. We also needed some recovery points, which that metal cloak one that I had didn't have them. So we got the low clearance bumper, or the high clearance bumper. What am I saying? Low clearance, high clearance bumper. The recovery points. Took the top off. Took the doors off. Got a rack to put some gear in, but I mean, it's really not much to the build. Honestly, it's a pretty simple Jeep. I would say the only thing that it has that's vastly different from stock Jeep as far as capability goes is the gearing and the suspension. Those are the only things that has on it that's going to make it go better down the trail, really. Everything else is kind of just helping me in my crappy driving get through those things I'm going over. Jay Penstein says, what year, what mileage? It's a 2010, and when I bought it, it had, I want to say, 94,000, and it's now at like 103, 104, maybe. So um, we've put almost getting close to 10,000 miles of almost just wheeling Arizona on this thing. CW50 says two-door JKs are good. I 100% agree. I love it. I still need to get a four-door JK as well, though. I want to kind of have a mix. I want to have more choices. I like choices, I like options. So, really, that's our build setup. We It doesn't really help the Jeep do anything. We did get trusses put on. I mean, that helps our axles. Oh, we did get axle shafts. We got Revolution axle shafts when we bent the hell out of them, like in the first week of ownership, doing some crazy stuff with them. Um, Good Revolution axle shafts in the rear. But then we also did a full truss kit. We did the Architect truss kit just to make things a little bit stronger. Got those welded on by a local company out here in Arizona, Flying High Off Road. Check them out; they're awesome. If you ever need anything done for your Jeep at all, Flying High can get it done. And that's not just Jeeps, man. They work on anything off road, anything at all off road. They can make it happen for you. Um, they welded those on for me, and I'm still on stock axles otherwise. So I'm just rocking and rolling. Rocks and Road says, "What's everybody's rigs?" Um, Everybody who specifically are you asking? Like those are my rigs. I got the JK two door, I got the Gladiator, but there's a lot of people that we've run with that have been on this channel. So that's a tough that's a tough question to answer. That we would be on here for a long time reviewing everybody's rigs. I'm gonna put a pin in that one. I'm gonna let you clarify a little bit more what you're asking. I'm gonna kind of move on. Some future plans that I have for the build, some things that I want to do. I really do want to do a stretch. I want to do full tube chassis and a cage and tons. Kind of is like the dream that everybody has, I think, right? But really, those are like the main things that I'm looking for. I love the engine. I love the transmission. I think that the older version 3.8, the four-speed automatic transmission, I think it's a great setup for what we do. I don't need all the creature comforts of an 8 speed and tons of power and incredible fuel efficiency. Like those things are all nice, but I don't need it. You know, and what we have right now is pretty reliable. So, um, what's really kind of holding me up with the build plans when we talk about like tube stretch and tons is what's going to be the best way to go about doing it without having to sink everything all in one shot. So, if you've been watching the channel for at least the past probably 3, 4 months or so, we've pretty much thrown caution to the wind when it comes to body damage. The second we took our first dinger of body damage, I kind of just at that point just said, screw it. Like I can spend $1,000, $2,000 to take this to a really good reputable body shop that can make this thing look pristine again. And I can be one of those gorgeous Jeeps out there on trail, or I can save that money and put it towards something that's going to make it more durable or something that I need more or whatever. So that was the direction that we went. And so budget is a big thing. But the damage piece also plays kind of a factor into like the tube and the stretch stuff specifically, because I'm going to ride this thing the way that it is until it can't anymore. And that's probably when I'll start cutting things and putting like tube framing and all that stuff into it. I need to get the the cage sooner rather than later. We have now rolled it sort of, kind of twice. They weren't real rolls, but took little Jeep naps, right? Roxanne Rose says Joy hates tail lights. Yeah, gone through several sets of tail lights. I have. That is a modification I did not list. Is that I have a moto built flush mounted tail lights that go straight down the back. I just did those recently. As far as the stretch goes, stretch um, for me the stretch is going the opposite direction. So I got into the JK two door away from super long wheelbase JT, but now with the really short wheelbase JK two door, I'm like, dude, we're like really tippy all the time. So, and I'm not a huge fan of being tippy, so I want to find kind of that sweet spot, right? So that's where the idea of maybe going with the four door or jumping into stretching the two door. I would rather enjoy the build process and the growth with my own rig. So that's why I'm still entertaining doing all of these different things to it. I look on Marketplace all the time and I'm like, oh my God, like this dude is selling this rig for less than I bought my JK for. I could have just got that. It's already built, whatever. But I didn't know at the time like how far I was going to take this. And I don't want to cycle through tons and tons of different Jeeps before I figure out what I like. So it's like I can just kind of like do little bits and pieces here on my own as we go or whatever the case is. So that's kind of the future plans. Um, one thing that I wanted to bring up in addition is, um, you know, what are this is what are runs with Joe like? So, uh, pack a lunch. Make sure you have recovery gear, good snacks, lots to drink, lots of patience, and a great sense of humor. Um, I don't proclaim to be any kind of an expert. I don't expect anyone to follow any advice that I give. I am doing this purely for adventure and entertainment. And you probably catch a lot of that in the videos. You're scratching your head like, this dude is doing what, right? And then like everybody cracks up laughing and we're having a good time. And like we make the best out of even some of the worst moments, when someone breaks or when someone gets stuck or whatever, like we'll razz each other a little bit, whatever. We'll have a good time with it at the expense of somebody else for a little bit, but they're they're laughing along, right? So in general, it's always a little bit of a riot. If we plan for 2 hours, it's probably gonna take four. If we plan for five, it's probably gonna take 10. Like it's just kind of how it always goes. And that's like when we do like the really crazy stuff, when we're going out and exploring trails and have the intention of pushing boundaries, but it's not always like that. Um, some other things that I really enjoy doing is I like to just kind of reel it back a little bit and do something, that's chill, not only for me, but also to encourage other people to come out and do something besides go to a mall and park on a curb with their Jeep. So we do put on some relatively frequent runs where it is 100% like beginner oriented, and we'll find a trail that bone stock like that, like we'll point stuff out like, hey, here's this little rock pile here. Is anybody interested in doing this? Like we can help you get over this confidence bubble, right? Um, and it turned into a really fun, enjoyable experience, not only for me and some of the people that I regularly wheel with, but we've also had a lot of people who have never really done much with their Jeeps that came out to some of those types of trail events that we did, had a really good time, and kept coming back, and now they're pushing themselves a little bit more further and further and further. So watching other people grow as well is a big part of it. So I really like mixing those kinds of runs in as well. And it really kind of the last thing that I wanted to talk about, if there are any other questions, by all means, feel free to drop them in here. But the last thing that I wanted to talk about is the future of the channel. I've had a lot of people push for what is the aim of your YouTube channel? What are you hoping to accomplish? Um, and it's a deep question, but for me, the answer is really simple. For me, it's just a place to share. This is another version of social media for me with the visual. You can post stuff on Facebook, Instagram, you can post on X, TikTok. I do those things too, but for me, the social media platform side of YouTube allows you to share a much more in-depth view of what we do and really get a deeper feel for what it's like to do some of the stuff that we're out here doing. And that is really kind of what I want to continue doing this. Hey Matt, how's it going? I will get you added here, buddy. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you coming by, man. Um, so that is really the main aim, the primary aim. I've had people discuss sponsorships. I've had people discuss like using it as a way to make money, things along those lines, and I know that those are all feasible things, uh, and probably not a bad idea to consider doing just for like a little side gig. But it's a lot of work putting your heart and soul into a video that lasts an hour, and for that one video to be seen by the core audience that I'm looking for is really all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting any sponsorships or anything like that out of this. Like if if Spicer came to me one day and said, "Hey, dude, like we love your channel. We are going to ship you a set of axles," I'd be like, "Wow, really? You guys are watching my stuff? Like, yes, by all means, I will gladly take a set of axles." But I just don't see that. We got our fun little group of folks that are in almost all of the videos. Pretty much, we run with the same people all the time, kind of like some of our characters or our personalities. I've had a lot of people compare the channel to other off-roading channels that are heavily sponsored and probably do make their videos for a living. But I'm not going that direction. So that's really kind of the future of the channel. I'm gonna kind of just go through some of the chat here a little bit again, but just a refresher on the giveaway because maybe we've had some people who came in here late. But if you want to be entered in the giveaway, you do have to participate in the chat. If you're not participating in the chat, I have no way of knowing who is actually present here. So say hello, ask a question, something along those lines. Roxon Road says, "You're wearing boots now." He's waiting for a twisted ankle with my Skechers. Listen, man, hold on a second. I got something for you. I will be right back. Give me a second. Uh, So that's Dave from Rocks and Roads. You should check out his channel. Dave's a great dude, good friend. He was supposed to be on trail with us yesterday. He was not feeling so hot, so he was not with us. But check him out, Rocks and Roads. He's got a couple different YouTube channels. Dave is like all over the place. He does. Oh, you got a kid falling bad timing. Okay, sorry about that. Crisis averted. She did not fall down. She dropped her Halloween candy, and it is the end of the world. She is safe and healthy, and there is chocolate candy scattered all down my stairs. But today's question or point on the whole boots thing, I said I got some free Dave. He's complaining I always wear Skechers. Listen, man, I get a company discount. Okay, give me a break. But I don't know if I've ever shown you this, Dave. But my boots are also Skechers. Even my boots are Skechers. Bro, I get a good discount on them, so I can't help it. So it is what it is. Jay Penstein talking about you got the 3.0 AEV lift with HD springs, 35 AT4Ws. Nice. That sounds like a pretty slick rig. Those AEVs are really, really nice setups. Uh, Jay Penstein got some deep pockets, I think. A lot deeper pockets than me, for sure. Dave from Rocks and Roads, he's on a '06 TJ with a 4-inch Rubicon lift, 35-inch Recon grappler. Another good setup. TJ is really kind of rock crawling on the stairs. Yeah, like chocolate rocks. Dude, I'm gonna have to pick all that stuff up after this, or someone's gonna slip on it and think that they shit themselves and smeared chocolate goes all over their ass. Um, Thinking about Dave's rig with the TJ, like I kind of wish that I went with something even older than the JK. I love the JK platform. And being something older is cool, but I really, really, really dig the inline six motor out of those things. And older, in my book, is always better. It's almost always easier to fix and work on something that's older. So I really, really dig that. Jay Penstein says it's stiff as all get out. You run heavy. You run heavy, heavy. Yeah. Is it? I don't know. Is it like set up for rock crawling? Is it set up for overlanding? What kind of stuff are you doing with it? I just know that the AEV stuff is like ridiculously expensive. Like I see some of the shops around here selling some of these AEV rigs, and they cost like $100,000. I'm like, what the hell are you doing spending 100K on a Jeep? Unless it's like something from Exodus, maybe with a 392 supercharged in it or a Hellcat motor or something. Well, a lot of these things are stock motors. You're overlanding with it. Okay, that makes sense. I could definitely see that. All right, folks. I think unless there are any other questions, I am going to jump into the giveaway. So right now we have uh, 8 people. This 8 people have actively participated in chat. So I've got Rocks and Roads, Trail 89 Adventures, Heads Down, Jay Jimenez, 52.99, Jay Penstein, Easy Four Wheeling, CW50 Must, and DJ Sloth 10 are currently in the drawing. So the way that this is going to work, we'll try to do a screen share here. I apologize. This is a kind of like wacky, right? Not great at streaming this type of stuff. I have a spreadsheet, and I have another website pulled up where I will be doing the randomization. I gotta find it now. Ah, here we go. Let me do this full screen share here. Did it work? You guys seeing the screen? I did a dry run on this before, and we had people tune in while I was trying to dry run this, going, "Hey, what's up with the video?" I'm like, "Oh no, like this isn't it. I'm just testing this stuff all out." I don't know how I'm gonna be able to screen share this for you guys now. 'Cause it was working before, and now it's not. Let me try. If you have more questions, by all means, keep on coming with the questions while I try to figure my life out here. Dave says another goal of Joe's channel is to have, and friendship is to have him spend more money. That's not my goal. Don't put words in my mouth. That's not my goal. I don't want you to spend more money. I want you to have fun, dude. And I want you to enjoy your Jeep. And this stream still is not showing another screen, is it? God bless it. Maybe if I turn this off, does that do anything? Oh man, I'm miserable, guys. Okay, I am gonna have to ad lib this, I guess. Losing sound now too. Oh man, see, I shouldn't have touched anything. I'm gonna ad lib this. Put the mic back or the camera back on. I apologize, guys. I'm not good at this, and I probably won't do this type of a thing again. So, and not because I don't enjoy doing it and I don't want to be with you guys, but because I'm just not good at the whole streaming thing. It's probably why the whole gaming stream with like almost 800 videos never worked out. Be a big part of it. So, what I'm going to do, I guess, if I can confirm, can someone just confirm that you can hear me as I'm talking? 'Cause I'm going to explain what I'm about to do right now, since I can't share the screen with you guys. And I will use the camera to help. And I just get a what? Why this is fun and real? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. We'll try to chat back to you. I don't know what's going on. Somebody let me know. We all get a GoPro. I'm in and out. Maybe my battery is dying on the mic. Jay Penstein can hear me just fine. So maybe the problem is you guys. Penstein can hear me. Am I using a clip mic? No, I'm using a DJI. DJI mic. I mean, yeah, it's got a clip, but I don't think that matters, right? Maybe it's because I walked away to go and rescue the baby. I lost. So what I'm gonna do, if you can hear me, hopefully you can hear me. I have. This is what we're gonna do. I have the names of all you guys. Oh man, it doesn't go, dude. No, not gonna work either. I can't move this. I've got everybody's names in my spreadsheet right here, and I can't move this camera any closer to it. You guys' names are all right here. Alrighty? There's everybody there. It's getting muffled from my neck. Maybe. Okay, let me try messing with that then. Everybody's names are there. If you don't see your name there and you're here in chat, go ahead and say something so we can make sure that you get your name added. If your name's not on my list, it's not going to get put in the drawing. If you're in chat, make sure you say something. So we have Rocks and Roads, Trail 89 Adventures, Heads Down, J Jimenez. Am I spelling your name right, Jimenez? Let me look at your message. J-I-M-E-N-N-I. Oh, I got an extra E in here. Okay. I apologize. All right, Jay Penstein. Did I get that one right? Okay. AZ4 Wheeling, City 50 Must, DJ Slaw. If you're in chat, say something. If not, okay. Your names are all there. All right. Everybody can see them. Since I can't do a screen share, at least you can see it there. All right. So step 2 is copying these names and putting them in an online randomizer, which is right here. Oh no, it went on my other screen. Geez, I'm terrible at this. All right, there's your names. You guys are all in my randomizer now. Oh my God, why does it keep going to the other screen? This is awful. I will never do this to you guys again. I swear. I don't know how to get it to stop going on the other screen. And I can't move the camera any closer. This is as far as the cable will go. So I click this randomize button, and it is going to take all of these names and it's going to spit them back out to me in whatever order it says. All right. Whatever we get out of this, what we're going to get. To claim your prize, what you have to do is you need to give me a message on Facebook if I don't already know who you are personally. A lot of the people that are here, I actually know who you guys are personally by name. But if you're not somebody who I personally know already, message me on Facebook. All right. My name on Facebook is Joe Paulsen, Joe Paulsen, Paulsen. There's a couple Joe Paulsons on Facebook. Look for Joe Paulsen 3, Joe.Paulsen.3. You'll see a picture of the JK up in the air with the lights under it from Cable Mesa Run. Find that profile for Joe Paulsen. Send me a friend request and send me a DM. And what I need you to do in that DM is I need you to please include who you are on YouTube. I don't know everybody here by name personally. I will go to your YouTube channel and I will verify your email from whatever you're sending me in Facebook and your email on YouTube are a match. Okay. Make sure that your DM in Facebook tells me who you are. Please include your email. That's how we're going to exchange shipping information and whatever as well. And then make sure that your email address on YouTube matches the email that you're giving me on Facebook. All right. So without further ado, first step for the Onyx off-road hat, the sticker, and the elite membership. And I sincerely apologize for this stupid version of screen sharing that isn't screen sharing. But I guess I can do this while we're screen sharing. I can show the prize, sort of. Okay, so first up for this one, I am going to click randomize in 3, 2, 1. Where are my results? Hello? What is up with this? Oh my God, my whole, dude, this is terrible. There we go. So first up, Trail 89 Adventures. Trail 89 Adventures. You have won the hat, the sticker, and the 1-year elite membership to Onyx Off-Road. All right, congratulations. Pretty badass. I am certain you actually already have this. Watching your videos, I know dang well you're using Onyx. Ain't no way you're finding the places you go without this, man. But this will save you, about $100 on your upcoming year. Okay, so cancel a renewal if you have an automatic renewal, and use this for your next year of Onyx. All right. Congratulations to Trail 89. Keep up the great channel. I love your videos, dude. Keep it up. All right. So we're gonna go back to my ghetto ass screen share here. It's just awful. All right. So I have to click go back. We're gonna randomize again. Okay. So I'm gonna take Trail 89 out. All right. He's already won. Trail 89, you're out. Sorry, buddy, but you still won. All right, up next, we're going to randomize again. And up next, we're going for the glue tread kit. All right, and the hat. Glue tread hat, glue tread kit. If you have a blowout on the side of the trail, there are patches in here that are big enough to probably fix it. All right, they get pretty big. One of them's almost as big as the package itself. If you got like little tiny nicks and slices, you're for sure going to get home. Okay. And hopefully you never need this. Glue Tread told me the same thing when they sent me this stuff. They're like, hey, we want to share with you guys. We love what you're doing. We really hope that you never have to use our product. And I was like, that's so thoughtful. Thank you. I really hope I never have to use your product too. We did have to use it and it worked. So thank you. And I hope that you never have to use this. But even if you never use it, you should get a cool hat. All right, this is a really nice hat. I wanted to keep the hat. I'm not going to because it was sent as a gift for you. All right, so ghetto screen share. Ghetto screen share coming back at you. This is just terrible. I don't know how to make this any better, guys. I am so sorry. The desktop screen sharing was working before when I did my test. I don't even know if I can even. Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, sort of. Terrible. I about glued my hand. Hey, Pensine. I know you've been watching the videos because you wouldn't know that if you weren't. So thank you. But that was the second time I used it, not the first time. The first time was great. All right, so for the glue tread kit number 2, we're gonna click randomize in 3, 2, 1. All right, we got zooming, or it's not scrolling. It's going to zoom now. We got heads down, heads down. Congratulations, heads down. Oh my god, now I'm zoomed in on myself. Heads down, glue tread kit and a hat. All right, congratulations. All righty. Okay, and then for number 3, we got the GoPro Hero 4K kit. I think this comes with a couple things. It's not just a camera. I think it comes like with an extra mount or something. Yeah, it comes with an extra mount, a case, and an SD card. So, like, straight out of the box, you can go and make a video immediately without having to spend a single penny. So, for the GoPro, Action Road says Tucson represent. Yes. CW50 says congrats. Oh, we're zooming again. The camera is ticking me off. Not ticking me off as bad as my screen share thing is, though. All right, so we're going to click go back. All right, heads down. Heads down. All right. Heads down, you're out. You already won. So up for the GoPro. Up for the GoPro. Randomizing in 3, 2, 1. AZ four-wheeling. AZ four-wheeling. So everybody can see it. AZ four-wheeling. It's backwards, I think, for you guys. It's normal on my side. AZ four-wheeling, congratulations. You won yourself a GoPro 4K. Congratulations, dude. Hell yeah. AZ four-wheeling. All right, so folks, here is what I need you to do. I need you to please, if you were one of my winners tonight, I need you to make sure that you're friends with me on Facebook, and that's just so that we can have a safe place to exchange information. Joe.Paulson.3, if you're looking at it that way. If you just search Joe Paulson and see a picture of my Jeep, that's me. Send me a DM. In the DM, make sure that you include the email that's associated with your YouTube account. Make sure that your YouTube account that I can use to verify the username with matches. Okay, so I don't want to click on someone's YouTube channel and see a different email address. All right, got a match, and then I will email you and we'll discuss how I'm going to get these items to you. I will ship them to you, or if you're close enough, then we will just meet. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. I appreciate everything. The past year has been absolutely incredible. I thank all of you for the fun, the excitement, and just all of the advice, the encouragement, and inspiration to go out there and do something different, unique, and fun and exciting. Congratulations to all of our winners, and we will see you soon. If you ain't got anything going on tonight, right after this live is done, I will be posting the video from this past weekend, which is quite the hoot. We talk about what it's like running with Joe. A morning trail turned into a night run. I will just leave it at that, and you can watch the video and see how that goes. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We'll see you again on trail real soon. Take care.